In our modern world, the journey of food from its origin to our plates has become increasingly complex and opaque. We've built a global system designed for maximum output, a marvel of industrial efficiency that promises to feed billions. But behind the polished packaging and the clean aisles of our supermarkets lies a hidden reality, one that carries significant environmental and ethical weight. This is an investigative look into the heart of modern agriculture, a system that has mastered production, but often at a staggering cost. We are pulling back the curtain on the processes that bring food to our tables, examining the intricate machinery of a global industry. What is the true price of this efficiency, and who or what ultimately pays it? The story of modern food production is a story of scale. Vast operations, spanning thousands of acres, are designed with a single goal in mind: to produce the maximum amount of food in the shortest possible time. This relentless drive for efficiency has transformed landscapes and redefined our relationship with the natural world. On the surface, it seems like a triumph of human ingenuity. We have engineered systems capable of sustaining a growing global population, turning agricultural science into an industrial powerhouse. But this efficiency is not without its consequences, many of which remain unseen by the average consumer. One of the most significant impacts of this industrial scale is on our environment. These massive agricultural operations consume immense quantities of resources, from water to energy. The sheer concentration of activity in one area creates a heavy footprint, straining local ecosystems and contributing to broader environmental challenges. Water, a precious and finite resource, is used in staggering volumes. Aquifers are depleted faster than they can be replenished, and the runoff from these facilities can carry pollutants into nearby rivers and streams, affecting aquatic life and downstream communities. This isn't just a localized problem. It's a pattern repeated across the globe, creating a cumulative effect that strains our planet's water systems. Furthermore, the energy required to power these industrial farms is immense. From automated feeding systems and climate-controlled environments to transportation and processing, the entire chain is heavily reliant on fossil fuels. This energy consumption contributes significantly to greenhouse gas emissions, making industrial agriculture a major driver of climate change. The air quality around these large-scale facilities can also be severely compromised. The concentration of waste in industrial processes releases compounds into the atmosphere, which can have health implications for nearby residents and contribute to regional air pollution. It's a stark reminder that what happens within the confines of these operations does not stay there. The land itself bears the scars of this intensive model. To create space for these massive operations, vast tracts of natural habitat are often cleared. This deforestation leads to a loss of biodiversity, destroying ecosystems that are vital for the planet's health. The soil, once rich and fertile, can become depleted from overuse and a lack of natural replenishment, leading to a dependency on chemical fertilizers to maintain productivity. This cycle of depletion and artificial supplementation creates a fragile system, one that is vulnerable to disruption and has long-term consequences for land fertility. The quest for efficiency also extends to the very genetics of the plants we grow. In place of biodiversity, we see a reliance on a small number of high-yield crop varieties. This monoculture approach, while productive in the short term, makes the food supply incredibly vulnerable to disease and pests. A single blight could potentially wipe out a significant portion of a crop, highlighting the inherent risks of abandoning agricultural diversity. Beyond the environmental toll, there are profound ethical questions that arise from this system. The industrial model prioritizes uniformity and speed, often at the expense of natural processes and individual well-being. The conditions are engineered for production metrics, not for the complex needs of living organisms. This approach raises a fundamental question. Have we optimized the factory at the expense of the farm? The system is designed to be distant and impersonal. Consumers are disconnected from the source of their food, interacting only with the final, sanitized product on a store shelf. This detachment makes it easy to ignore the uncomfortable realities of how that food was produced. The packaging tells a simple story of convenience and abundance, but the full story is far more complex and troubling. This lack of transparency is a cornerstone of the modern food industry. It allows the hidden costs, environmental degradation, and ethical compromises to remain out of sight and out of mind. But as awareness grows, more people are beginning to ask questions and demand a clearer picture of where their food comes from. The choices we make in the grocery store have a ripple effect that extends far beyond our own kitchens. Each purchase is a vote for the kind of food system we want to support. Are we endorsing a system that prioritizes profit and efficiency above all else? Or are we seeking a more sustainable and ethical path? Change, however, is not just the responsibility of the consumer. It requires a systemic shift in how we approach agriculture on a global scale. Innovators and forward-thinking farmers are already exploring alternatives. From regenerative agriculture that aims to restore soil health to smaller, localized food systems that reconnect communities with their food sources. These alternatives demonstrate that it is possible to produce food in a way that respects ecological limits and ethical considerations. They offer a vision of a food system that is resilient, diverse, and just. But for these alternatives to flourish, they need support from policymakers, businesses, and the public. We must challenge the assumption that the industrial model is the only way to feed the world. We need to invest in research, support sustainable practices, and create policies that level the playing field for producers who are doing things differently. The future of food depends on our willingness to confront the disturbing reality of our current system and to actively build a better one. It requires us to look beyond the convenience and the low prices and to consider the true cost of our choices. The path forward is not about returning to a bygone era, but about innovating towards a future where efficiency does not come at the expense of our planet and our principles. Thank you for watching. If you found this investigation insightful, please subscribe to our channel. It's Documentary for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world.